Hello, Sultana.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Did you sleep well?
Uh, yeah.
Did you eat sahur today?
Huh?
Did you eat sahur today?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. All right. Sultana, if you're ready, let's start. Do you have anything on Han Academy?
No, we just have the quiz thing we didn't finish, remember?
Yeah, but there are only four questions left, right? Four or five.
Yeah, we could do that like later. I was gonna ask, could we I don't know, maybe next week or something? Could we restart kind of all the topics, like review them? Because I have the state test and when the old topics, I kind of forget some of them. And that's kind of a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, we
I'm
actually today, I'm going to do a revision with you today, and next week is Eid, right? Sunday.
yeah, it's already I'm like very surprised.
Yes, and next week, I don't think we can meet next week.
Yeah, me too.
So we can continue after that way, okay?
Yeah, after Eid, are we gonna continue our regular schedule?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Thursday and Sunday,
Yeah.
okay? Today, actually, I was thinking we should do some revision every time learning new thing. It may not be a good idea, okay? So we will do some revision today, okay? And also, I will send this after we finish this. If you can practice these questions, it will be great. These are all from grade 7 topics. Okay, Sultana?
So are we gonna review everything we've learned from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is a test. There are 54 questions. All questions are from all topics from grade 7.
Are we also gonna practice the SHSAT things?
What's taking?
Are we gonna practice the SHSAT?
No, practice. If you have any question from school, also we can have a look in Han Academy. We are just waiting once a week, so we can do a lot, but what can we do? Now, next week, the whole week, we don't have class. After that, we will see. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's actually finish the Ramadan, and after that, we can make a plan for 1 month.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right. Sultan, read the question. Let's start.
The route that Verlonda takes from her house to a store is represented on a grid below. Mm,
Okay. Read the
So
question.
Verlonda, which ordered pair represents a point on Verlonda's route? Well, if Verlonda's house is on, it points to the eighth, I think, for Y.
Like 0, -3. Is
It's
it on the root?
there,
No,
and
no.
then
Look at the points. I think here we had a lot of points, right? Here we have to solve using the answer. Because what is the question? Here the question is asking that's
ordered pair.
okay. Now, for example, 0, -3. Is it on this root or not?
Uh, -3.
It's not. It's
No.
here, right?
Yeah.
It's not here. -3, 6. -3, 6. 1, 2, 6. It is here, right?
Yeah.
Also, it's not. And how about 3, 4? 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is here, right?
Yeah.
Is it on the root? No. Also
No.
not the answer, right? And D is 3, 8. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is here, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it is Z.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's why we have to practice so that it really improves your understanding skill, because the most important thing is number one, we should understand the question. And next step is, step by step, we get better and better our, what is it, problem solving skill. Okay. Question two.
Angelo's pet rabbit weighs 1 pound, less than twice the weight of Carmen, Carmen's pet rabbit. Angelo's rabbit weighs 9 pounds, which equation can be used to find W, the weight of Carmen's pet rabbit.
Pet rabbit weighs 1 pound, less than twice the weight of Carmen's pet rabbits. And also it says that Angela's rabbit weighs 9 pounds, right?
Uh, I think it's W. mm, it's probably gonna be F or G because
Why F and G should tell me one answer, Sultana. Look, now I think we really should the revision. It's saying that Angela, right? This Angela, let me just label this by A, is weighs 1 pound less than twice the weight of Carmen's pet rabbit. So that means that twice, 2 times Carmen's, what is it? Pet rabbit, right? Less, 1 pound less. It's minus one, right?
yeah.
But in the question is saying that Angelo's rabbit weighs 9 pounds and 2 times, and Karma's pet rabbit weighs W, right? Minus one. Don't
Yeah.
guess, look, write it, then choose the answer for this question. So you should say that, oh, it's not actually, I think it's the answer is G exactly.
Yeah, because it says 1 pound less.
Yes. And twice, right? 2W minus one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as a practice, you get better and better. Next question. Read it.
The triangles shown below are similar?
Yeah. Similar. What
Which,
does similar mean? And
like,
also we did on Academy a lot, right?
yeah,
Similar
like,
means that they have the same shape.
yeah.
The same shape means that their corresponding sides are proportional. Okay. So now read the question.
Which line segment corresponds to AC? Mm, DE?
No. Look, AC, Sultana, is faced by this angle, angle B, you see?
Yeah.
Because opposites, the same angles, so those sides are called corresponding sides,
Uh,
right? You
but,
see here, for example, this angle, right? And this angle, they are congruent, right?
yeah.
So that means that if I label this by this two, okay, and these guys, they are corresponding to each other. And
Oh.
if you look angle A and angle E, right, they are equal. So opposite angle A, we have this.
Oh.
Opposite angle E, we have this. So these sides are corresponding each other to each other.
Oh, so it's EF?
So that is EF.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, it's like if two cars are similar, you're comparing their steering wheels or
Right.
windows or what is it, lights, something like that. Okay, four.
Uh, a
Read it.
storage trunk is shaped like a rectangular prism. The trunk's volume is 18 cubic feet. The length of the trunk is 6 feet, and the width of the trunk is 2 feet. What is the height for this trunk? I'm bad at these kind of equations.
First, we have to draw. Can you draw a rectangular prism?
Like right now?
Yeah, in your notebook.
Rectangular?
It's like this, right? We can draw together. Also, you should draw this in your notebook. First, we draw something like this, parallelogram, right?
No.
And down, down. So this should be the same. Okay, then we connect them.
How do you do that?
So this is rectangular prism, right? So in rectangular prism, so this one is, let's say it is length. So this one is width. and this one is height, right? And how
Mm.
do you find the volume? Volume is equal to length times width times height.
I don't know how mine turned out. It looks interesting.
Not like that. Look, Sultana, you should draw like this. First, can you draw two parallelogram? A parallelogram here. Now, exact the same parallelogram, just move down and here. Can you draw?
Yeah.
And after that, just connect the points. You connect this one, you connect this one, and this and this.
Oh, okay. Mm, okay. Mhm. I did something like it.
Yeah. Okay, Sultan, let's continue now. After this, what is given here? Read the question one more time. Because the first thing
What
is you
is
need to
the
draw,
height of the
label,
trunk?
write the formula, then we solve it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Read the question one more time.
What is the height of the trunk?
No, what is given here?
Uh,
You see, volume is given, right? This volume is given,
18.
right?
Yeah.
This is 18 equals, is length given?
And the length is 6 feet.
Is 6, right?
Yeah.
So instead of length, I write 6. Width,
2 feet.
it is 2. Times height, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
And now we have to solve this, right? You know how to solve this equation. Can you solve it?
Mm.
The first is simplify and write this unknown on the left-hand side. Did you write like this? 12 times h is equal to 18.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the next step?
What then I do 18 over 12.
Divide, right? Divide both sides by
Yeah.
12. So it's 18 over 12.
1.5.
And now we can simplify, right? You see 18 is 6 times 3, and 12 is 6 times 2. And 6, they cancel each other, 3 over 2.
Yeah. Wait, can you explain that again? The last part?
18, right? Can I write it as 6 times 3?
Yeah.
And 6 times 2. The 6 are common factor, right? You
Oh,
remember how we simplify fractions? We cancel them, right?
yeah.
They're the same numbers, multiply. So the answer would be 3 over 2. Or that is 1.5, right?
Mm.
So dot, dot, dots, 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 dot. The height of this rectangular prism is 1.5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Do we have answer here?
No, I don't think it's here.
We don't have F, not G, not A, so the answer is not here.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sultana, you should be able to do this. They are not hard, I think. We should maybe we don't meet much and you start forgetting again.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue. Read the next question.
Jackie has a puzzle book that contains a total of 65 puzzles. She completed 2/5 of the puzzles in the book. If Jackie completes 13 more puzzles, what is the total number of puzzles that she will have completed?
A total of 65 puzzles. She has completed 2/5 of the puzzles in this book.
Yeah.
If Jackie completes 13 more puzzles, what is the total number of puzzles that she will have completed in this book?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 1 minute. First, solve it. Try to understand the question and think and solve it, okay? Then we'll discuss.
Wait, what? I don't get it. Is it like
First, look, two steps, right? Number one is saying that she has completed two-fifths, right? Two-fifths of means times of the puzzles in the book. How many puzzles are there?
65?
65. So do you know how to calculate it?
Mm,
It means it is 2 times 65 divided by 5, right?
yeah,
And equals 65 divided by 5. It is 13. So that means that so far she has completed 26 puzzles, right?
yeah.
And now is saying that if, you see, if Jackie completes 13 more puzzles, can you see that? So now she has already completed 26 and now 13 more, right?
Mm.
So there will be how many altogether? 39.
Oh, okay.
So it's exactly the same thing with C. You see 39 because two-fifths in the first step, two-fifths of 65 is 26 and 26 plus 13 is 39.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
Mm.
All right. Read the question.
The table the table shows the number of minutes Melissa ran each day during 3 weeks when she was training for a race. Melissa's training plan. Which statement is supported best wait, which statement is best supported by the data in the table?
First, have a look. Week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, Sunday 10, 15, 22, Monday 10, 18, 22, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Melissa didn't run, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go one by one. Okay. Sultana, read the first option, option F.
The total of numbers of minutes Melissa ran in week 3 is twice the total number of minutes she ran in week 1.
Is it true or not? How do we answer this question? To answer this question, we have to first find the total, right, Sultana?
Yeah.
Okay. So total number of minutes melted in week 3 and week 1. Let's find the total numbers. What is the total number here?
Um,
10, 10, 10, 30, right?
yeah.
42 plus 12, 54. 54 plus 15. It is 69.
Mm.
And also, let's also calculate this. Can you add these numbers?
Uh, like add them all.
Yes. In
So
week 2, in altogether, how many minutes did she run?
15 plus 18 is 33.
Mm-hmm.
And 33 plus 8 is 41, right?
Yes.
And then after with 18 is 59.
Yes.
And then plus 20, 76. I mean,
17,
no, wait, no,
79, right?
79.
Uh-huh.
And then 79, and
Plus
then
20.
plus 20 99.
99. Okay, now add all the minutes in week three.
In week 3 too?
Yeah, of course. Come on. Then
Okay.
after that, we'll compare. Otherwise, we can't.
22, 44 plus 20 is 64 plus 24, 88,
Uh-huh.
and then plus 24 again is 112,
Mm-hmm.
and then plus 26 is 130 some 38.
138, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go. Read option A one more time.
Option F,
Yes.
the total number ran the total number of minutes Melissa ran in week 3 is twice the total number of minutes she ran in week 1.
Is it correct? This one is week one, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
2 times 69 is 138. That's correct. So I don't have to read this one. But actually, since we are practicing here, let's do it. Yes, show that the other options are not correct. Read option G.
Um, the total number of minutes Melissa ran each day decreased from week 1 to week 2.
Is it correct?
Nah.
No, from 69 to 99, it increased, right? Not decrease, right?
Yeah.
Okay, H.
The total number of minutes Melissa ran in week 3 is more than the total minutes she ran in weeks 1 and week 2 combined.
The total number of minutes Melissa in week three is more than
No,
what total number?
69 plus 99 is 168.
Yeah.
So
So it's
that's
also
wrong.
wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, J.
Uh, the total number of minutes Melissa ran each week increased by 5 minutes per week.
The total number of minutes Melissa run each week increased by about 5 minutes per week. Is that
No,
correct?
no.
No, it's not increased
Week
by five. It's
3,
increased by a lot, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's also wrong. All right, good. Next, read the question.
Which arithmetic sequence is represented by the expression 3n plus 1, where n represents the position of a term in the sequence?
Where n represents the position of a term in the sequence. In this kind of sequences, Sultana, usually we actually denotes its general term by a subscript notation n. So I can write here 3n plus 1. Okay. Now, if I write, for example, instead of n, if I write 1, okay, that means that it is a first term. So since n is equal to 1, 3 times 1 plus 1. So that's equal to 4.
Yeah.
And how about the second one? If n is equal to 2, it gives us the second term. 3 times 2 plus 1, right? That's equal to 7. So now you're writing like this, Sultana. First write this, okay? And can you find A3 and A4, third and fourth terms of this arithmetic sequence?
So I solve all of it.
No, no, no. I'm saying that find A3 now. What is A3? And after that, find A4. Then we will look at the answers.
Mm. Um,
Come on, faster, Sultana.
3 times
So n is equal to 3, right? Yes, 3 times 3 plus 1.
plus 1. Yeah.
What is it? It's 10, right?
Equals
Come on,
10.
faster. Next one, 3
3
times
times 4
4
plus 1.
plus 1, which is equal to
Uh, 12,
13.
13. Yeah.
You see, Sultana, here the numbers are increasing by the same amount each time. I'm adding, what is it? Plus 3. Also, I added plus 3, right? And I added plus 3. So if the numbers are increasing by the same amount, such sequence is called arithmetic sequence. Okay? Either you are
Okay.
adding or subtracting. But if it's either
So
multiply or add, divide, those sequences are called geometric sequences. We have very common two sequences in math. That's arithmetic and the geometry.
wait, so is there supposed to also be a 5 since there's also
Now we can
16?
find, but no need because we can find A5, A6. But look at the number sequence. Which one is the correct answer here?
D?
D, right? That's why. That much information is enough.
Yeah.
Now we can find any term, A100, because we know actually the general term. This is a general term. It's called, what is it? We call this general term.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. 8.
Which, no, wait. The list below shows the number of minutes Addison spent reading of each 6 days. 90, 60, 89, 94, 60, 93.
Mm-hmm. Read the
Um,
question now.
which two measures of these data best of this of these data best describe the typical number of minutes Addison spent reading each day? What
Which
does it
two
mean by
measures of this data best describe the typical number of minutes Edison spent reading each day?
what? What does it mean by mean and mode?
Hmm?
I don't get it. What does it mean by mean and mode?
You didn't study statistics yet?
No.
If you're given three numbers, for example, Sultan, let's say in your family, you have parents, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you have parents, right? And the four children, right? Right?
Yeah.
And suppose the children here, one and two and three and four. Okay.
That's actually exactly how much siblings I have, including me.
Yeah. Suppose that actually you're the first guy in your family. Okay. Let's say his age is, let's say, how old is he? The youngest one?
The youngest one is actually my little sister.
Yeah.
That's
How
2
old
years.
is he?
2,
Two. The second one?
6,
6. Third one?
9,
9. And the first one?
12.
12. And how about your parents? So suppose
My
that,
dad's 40.
okay. And your mother, also let's say 40 for your mother.
Yeah.
Okay, suppose. Because I need these similar numbers, okay? Now, if I just put the data here, Sultana, so your brother's age 2, 6, 9, 12, 40, and 40, okay? So
Yeah.
number one, what is mean? To find the mean, you have to add all people's age together and divide by how many people? 6, right? So I divide by 6. I add their age 2 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus I have 40 plus 40. Mean means average.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have this 80, 92, 101, 107, that is 109 divided by 6. So that's approximately, if you divide 109 by 6, that's equal to how much? 18.1.
Oh,
So that is 18. So I
18 point.
say that your average age in your family is 18.
Yeah.
Maybe for age, we don't do that. Maybe you can compare their wage or for example, the number of pages they read, for example, altogether, okay? And the second one, and how about mean, Sultana? It's really basic concepts. How about median? To find a median, okay? And actually, I just put all of them together from the shortest to the tallest. Let's say your father is the tallest in your family, okay? The person right in the middle, whoever he or she is, okay? He is a median. But here, if we have even number, we just add them, okay? And divide by 2. So we have two numbers here. That is 2, 9 plus 12 divided by 2. 21, it is 10.5. That's the median. Okay, like for example, if you're having PE at school, let's say people are lining up from the shortest height to the tallest person, student. The person right in the middle, he is a median. Okay?
Yeah.
And how about modes? Mode means that it is a number that actually this what is it? That appears in a set of data most frequently. You see 2 one time, 6 one time, 9 one time, 12 one time, but 40 appears twice, right? And that's why mode is 40. And the last one is maybe if I teach you 2, 3 times, you understand more. If you have more time, you'll practice on Khan Academy. And how about the range? Range means that's the maximum value minus minimum value. That means the greatest number minus smallest number is called range in statistics. So what is the greatest number here in this set? 40,
Nine.
right?
Yeah.
And minus the youngest one is 2. So that's equal to 38. So the range is 38.
Yeah.
And now let's get back to our question. If you look at these numbers, let me rewrite, okay? So this will be easy to calculate. From the smallest to the biggest. Smallest is 60, and I have another 60, right?
Yeah.
And after that, we have 660, we have 89, 89, and we have 90, and 93, and 94, right?
Yeah.
Now, Sultan, now tell me here. Okay, what's the question? Huh. Now, can you read the question one more time?
Which Which two measures of these data best describe the typical number of minutes Addison spent reading each day?
So each day means that on average, how many pages did Addison read, right? What do you think? Which two data represent this? To find the average number of
50
pages here.
and 93.
No, no, no. Look at the answers. The
Uh,
F, G, H.
J?
No. This range, you see the range is 94 minus 60. It is 34. It's a very small number. We don't have any such number here. Also, we have range. No. And mode is the biggest number here. So mean and median actually gives us some idea about the average number of pages. Because if I add them up and divide by 6, right? Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
later we can get back to this, but at least you have some idea now. Mean, mode, median, and range.
Can you send that to my dad?
Yeah, I will. I'll send you two papers. We'll practice until our next class, okay? Let's continue. Question 9.
50 sheep in a flock, 34% are white. What is the total number of white sheep in the flock?
Okay.
So, is it just 250 divided by 34?
No, no. If you're
Wait,
not,
no, no, no. Wait, I know this. It's like percent, part, and whole, right?
mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure percent is 34.
What is the total number of white sheep in the flock, right? So let's say white sheep is W. Is saying that 34% of 250 sheep, right?
Yeah.
And what does 34% mean?
Percent?
34 divided by 100.
Yeah.
times 250. Can you simplify this?
Yeah.
Simplify it without using a calculator.
Okay. 85.
85. Because the zeros, they cancel each other, right? And 34, I can write as 2 times 17. 25, 5 times 5. At the bottom, 10, I can write as 2 times 5. And two fives are cancel each other. So that is 85. So that's 85. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. 10.
What is that?
Fan.
Oh, the diagram below models the length from the center of a wind turbine to the tip of one of its blades. Which of these is closest to the total area covered by the blade when the
Yeah. Which of these is closest to the total area covered by the blade when the turbine makes one revolution? So one revolution, it makes a circle, right? How do you find the area of a circle? Do you remember the formula? Sultana, what is the area of a circle?
360
No, it is pi r
of
squared. Area,
pi.
r squared. So actually here in this question, so this is radius, right? So radius is given. That's equal to 32. And now
Oh,
I'm just going to plug it into this formula, A, and you can use a calculator for this. Pi times 32 squares. If you calculate this, what do we get here?
mm,
You see 32 squared, right? Times pi. And here we have pi. Shift pi equals 3216. That's equal to 3216, right? Which one
yeah.
is closest? F,
F.
right? F.
Yeah.
Okay, you should know this formula, the area of a circle. Later, we're going to use it very frequently. This pi r squared. And how about the circumference? We use circumference, the length of the circle or boundary. That's equal to 2 pi r. And you
It's
know what
like,
is pi, right?
yeah, like it's a whole of a circle.
No, no, it's
We did
approximately
this.
3.142, the value. I'm asking the value.
Oh, yeah. I did a project about pi.
Really?
Huh?
Really?
Yeah, for
Good.
Pi Day. And there's a competition, and next week we would get the results. Like
Oh,
you could draw a poster.
very good. Nice. So you have a lot of information about pi then if you actually search on the internet. We have a few
Yeah.
beautiful numbers in math. One of them is pi. Another one is E, approximately 2.71. Another one is phi, that is golden ratio, 1.6 something. Another one is I. So we have 4 or 5 numbers, one of the most,
There's so
beautiful.
much.
Huh?
There's a lot.
What? What do you say?
You just said, are they all like, do they also have a day? Like, you
No.
know how There's Pi Day.
Yeah, we celebrate only Pi Day. We don't celebrate others. Because pi
Why do we
is
celebrate
3.14,
Pi
right?
Day?
That's why. But other numbers is different, like golden ratio.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you can have a look at golden ratio, for example. This is approximately 1.61. In nature
Oh,
also, you see a lot about golden ratio, the beauty in nature. And how about beautiful? Let me just see. Beautiful numbers in math. All these numbers are here. This E, I, pi. These are really, really important numbers in math. Anyway, Sultana, let's continue. Okay, we can talk about this later. Let's try to practice more questions. Continue. Next question. Read it. Sultana, are you
okay.
lagging or my internet is lagging? I don't understand.
I don't know. I even changed my spot because like there's a lot of walls.
Hmm. Okay, next question, Sultana, read it.
Isaac surveyed his classmates to find out what types of pets they had. The pet survey results are listed below. Do I have to read them too? A
Yes.
total of a total of 25 students had a dog. A total of 28 students had cats. A total of 30 students had fish. A total of 9 students who had only dogs and cats. A total of 13 students who only had cats and fish. There were 7 students who had only dogs and fish. There were 4 students who had dogs, cats, and fish. I want cats. They're so cute.
Yeah, cats are cute. Okay,
Oh,
so it's
my dad
about
over there.
Venn diagram, right? Which Venn diagram best represents the pet survey results? Okay. So how can we do that? Let's start with the first one, okay? Because we have to look at the answers. First focus on A. Like A, altogether how many dogs? 25, right?
Yeah,
Look at the circle of the dogs here. 13 plus 3, 16 plus 4, 25. It works, right? Okay.
yeah.
And how about total cats? 28.
20,
9.
19.
Also it works.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll check the next one. And 30 fish, right?
yeah.
Does it work?
No, I
3,
don't think so.
26. Yes. That's also true, right?
Yeah.
And how the next one? There are 9 students who had only dogs and cats. So look at the dogs and cats intersection part. It is 9, right?
Oh, yeah,
Correct. And 13 students who had only cats and fish. 13. Cats and fish. 13, right? 9 plus 4.
yeah.
Correct. And next, there were 7 students who had only dogs and fish. Dogs and fish, 7. That's also correct. And there were 4 students who had dogs, cats, and fish. I think answer is E. A.
How do you memorize like which one you know? Like that's confusing.
What do you mean confusing?
Like for example, like oh my bad. Like over there, it shows how do you know this part is like cats or dogs or something, and this one is fish.
No, no, no. Can you see the
Mhm.
circles?
Yeah.
Okay. If I label this, if you look at these two numbers, right? So they are in the intersection of dog circle and fish circle, right?
Yeah.
So this 4 and 3, this 7, it represents the number of people who has dogs and also fish.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So,
I don't
yeah.
have to memorize. I'm just reading and checking one by one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's
Are
count.
we gonna do Khan Academy after this question?
Yeah, you can open now. I can stop here. Let me.
Okay, let me quickly get my thing. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sign it up.
Yeah, you can share your screen now.
Okay. Okay. You see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot which one. Well, you could control my screen.
Hmm?
You can control my screen.
Yeah, I can, but
Remember you pressed something and
no, we are doing the revision, right? The last part. Can you go down? No, to the left. The topics. Okay. Can you press unit 4? Are you in unit 4 now? No, 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 unit 4. Click on unit 4, Sultana.
where does it say unit 4? Oh,
Here.
okay.
Here. Yes. Now go down.
Thing is this one?
That, but these are easy. Okay. Okay, quiz. We can do quiz. But it's not the one that we started in.
Yeah.
But you want to finish it or you want to do something new? We have
We could do
only.
something new.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is I could do this.
Read the question.
Apply the distributive property to factor out the greatest common factor of all the terms.
Okay. All letters are different, but what is the greatest common factor of 9, 18, and 21?
Mm, the common factor.
Greatest common divisor or factor. You see here I'm asking what is the greatest common factor or divisor of 9 and 18 and 21? All of these numbers are divisible by 3, right? So I can factor out because 9a, I can write it as 3 times 3a. Minus 18b, I can write as 3 times 6b. And how about 21c? I can write as 3 times 7c, right?
Yeah.
You see, this 3 is called a common factor. If you factor out 3, what do we have inside the parentheses? We have 3a minus 6b plus 7c. So now we have factored. It says that apply the distributive property to factor out the greatest common factor of all these three terms, right? This
Yeah,
3 is the greatest common factor of these terms.
yeah. So it's three.
Yes, right, faster. 3 parentheses.
Oh wait.
Okay.
So there's Q
Read
plus
it.
Q. Which expressions are equivalent to Q plus P plus Q plus P plus Q? So there's one, two, there's two P's and
Mhm.
three Q. So it's this or,
How about B? Is it correct or not?
well, I think it's actually, I
Yeah,
wait, no, I think it's both.
both, because 2P and 2Q plus Q is 3Q. That's correct.
Factor factor 64b minus 16c to identify the equivalent expression. Choose two answers. I think it's D.
No. What is the greatest common factor of 64 and 16? Because it's 64, I can write that 16 times 4, right? And how
Yeah,
about 16? I can write that 16 times 1, right?
yeah.
So that's A.
But it says choose two answers.
Two answers, if it is 2, so just check this. So this one, D, 2 times 32, 64, 2 times 8, 16, also correct.
Yeah.
And how about B? 64
No.
minus 16, but we don't have C, right? That's why it's wrong. So it's A and D. D, not B. A and D.
Uh,
I'm just saying D. Why did you choose B?
answer.
Okay. Sultana, now shall we stop here?
Yeah.
We can continue, okay? Uh, we can do more revision because I have another class right now. Sultana, I will send you two papers.
Okay.
You try to, if possible, print it out, okay? Practice those questions. I think you are right. We should do some revision. Okay, this factorization, also we can do some questions, okay?
Yeah.
Because these equations and the algebra expressions and factoring, these are very important topics in algebra. If you don't understand them well, also integers, always you'll have, you'll make a mistake. All right. So I will send you
Yeah.
two papers. Try to solve as many questions as possible. And after Ramadan, inshallah, we'll have two classes, maybe sometimes three classes. We can do much better because once a week. That's why it's not so efficient to have class only once a week. We should have at least two, if possible, three. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Sultana. Have a good day. And if actually at school, if you have some kind of questions that you're not sure, send it to me. Let me have a look and I can give you some help online. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye bye, Sultana.
Bye.